Welcome back, everybody. Last time we talked, we took our outline and turned it into paragraphs. So now what you see in front of you looks like an English paper. I wrote my introductory paragraph in chunks, so I have it still cut into chunks. But this is pretty much one paragraph for me. Now, I said I wanted to have 10 sentences. Let's see how many I have. I've got 1. I've got 2, I've got 3, I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's skip this one, because one word does not have a sentence make. 12, 13. The assignment was to have 10 sentences. I've got 13. Don't ever get stuck in a rut where you're thinking, if the teacher says I have to write 10 sentences, I can write no more than 10 sentences. I wasn't thinking I have to write it in exactly 10 sentences. I was thinking I need to say what I set out to say, which was to give you the introduction part of it, then move on to the middle where I go to a smaller topic, then get to my smallest topic of all. So when you're writing, don't think 10 sentences and I'm done. Ask yourself, is it a good paragraph? Does it prove what I need it to prove? Then you're done. So when we turn our paragraph into a script format, you want to think shot by shot. Who's going to talk? And who are we going to see? Let's start off with something really simple. Let's just have a narrator talking. I'm going to abbreviate that name with N-A-R-R. And look at your keyboard. Next to the letter Q is the tab button. Press it once. So you have who's speaking, and then you have a little space, and then you have the beginning of their dialogue. I'm going to try to tab this over as well, so that notice how everything starts from this line right here. Everything starts from the same, what they call tab stop. What you don't want is, I was trying to undo it. What you don't want is writing underneath the name of who's talking. That makes it really difficult to read. So we know there's a narrator talking, and then here are all of his lines. And I know it's his lines because I'm going to be the guy. But then for the I want to be a rocket scientist, I want to have a student do the talking. Okay, I'll just call him Stu, and I'll show you why in a minute. So I'll tab over. Notice I'm taking my quotation marks out, because on a script, you never have to have quotation marks unless the person that's talking is quoting someone. So I'll tab over here. And all I did was click on this first line and tab over, and everything comes over. If this is Stu saying, I want to be a rocket scientist, I want to have another student talk to me here, so I'm going to call that person, and I have my caps lock on. If you don't know where the caps lock is, look at your keyboard. You see the letter A? Look to the left. That will turn your capitals on and leave them on, so you don't have to hit S, capital T, capital U, and then the number 2, because in my case, we have student and student 2. I've abbreviated so I can get a lot of words on the page. What you don't want is a name that's like this long and just a little bit of words that go with it. So it's okay to abbreviate. I want to get rid of the quotes. Cut back to my narrator here. Click on the next line, tab. The program's being pretty good for me. If yours does some wacky things and messes up your tabs, call me over and I'll help you fix it. Now it looks like the rest of it is pretty straightforward. All the talking, comes from my narrator. I can fit the whole thing on one screen. So first, just break it up into who says what, and then all the words they say. and then who says what, and then all the words they say. Notice how all of my people that are talking over here, I have their names in all capitals just to help us make sure we understand the difference between the person who's talking and the words they say. But start by doing that. And I'm just making sure that all of my words, are right up against this left-hand border. Oh, hey, before I leave, 2 things I don't ever want you to do. Don't change your font. Leave it where it is. Because a lot of us will go up here and we'll make the lettering look funky and weird. That's not what we want to do. What I would rather have you do is write interesting words than make them look pretty. This was set for times 15, so I would go and change it back just so that it will be the same. But don't change your font. Don't change the lettering of your font. Write good words, and the way that your letters are shaped won't matter that much. So next time, I'll show you how to take this script and break it down shot by shot. See you later.